Hello, good evening, and thank you so much for joining my Zoom call talking about Chichimovies update in our projects this summer. We have two projects that we're discussing today, Double Dekoi the movie and The Maze. My name is Edna Chichi Njoku Frenchwood. I am a filmmaker and producer, as you guys know, and I'm your team member in the project Double Dekoi, and apologize for that. And the film, The Maze, that we'll be showing and filming this year. We're going to start, first of all, by understanding the reason why I called this meeting. I called it because we had some very important public updates that team needed to know about. We want to make sure that you guys are aware of what our projects are going to be bringing to the table and how you guys can sort of be a part of that change. And if you are not able to be a part of the change, you would need to let anyone in the leadership group know so that we can make some adjustments to covering what you need to be a part of either one of the projects. Without any further ado, I'm going to take us right into the presentation. A lot of you that are going to be seeing my presentation today as I prepare to share my screen know a little bit about Chichimovies, but one of the things that you don't know is that two groups are on this phone meeting, the Zoom meeting, and those two groups are our, excuse me, this was our youth media group that worked on The Maze, and the cast from Flix Reps that were auditioned for the movie Double Dekoi. So our presentation is going to open up today with me just going over what Chichimovies is planning to do in terms of our goals with the two projects that we have. I'll start by telling you guys a little bit about what you already know. Can everybody see my screen? Just want to make sure that you can see my screen. It's moving a little slow. Can everyone see my screen? Someone can just say.
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Because you will.
Awesome. So let me go ahead and present it. I started my timer on a little late here, so I'm gonna make sure that I try to finish. What? This isn't the latest version of this design. Please reload the page to continue. We will reload the page to continue. Sometimes these things happen in technology. You should just catch yourself and it'll be fine. So we're just gonna reload the page so that we can continue the presentation. And I'm gonna shut down all these other tabs. That probably would help us get a clearer presentation. Since I also have a video that I'll be showing you guys, I'm going to make sure that I optimize the video screen so that you guys are able to watch the video without having any issues. Optimize for video clip. So thank you so much for taking out the time. My computer's doing its own thing today, but I'm sure we'll get through this presentation in a little bit. One of the things I wanted to mention is that Double Dekoi the movie was ranked #1 in auditions in Nollywood, Nigeria, in the last 5 years. So that's a big deal for everyone that was casted for the film in the US. Can everyone see my screen still? Can everyone see my screen still? Into it. Okay, that's okay. These things happen. We shall overcome. All right. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure you guys can hear me.
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. So this is a Chichimovies media update. Since Zoom has decided to play its own game tonight, we are going to move quickly with this deck that we presented to you guys and prepared for the team to go over the projects. A little bit about Chichimovies, where we filmed in collaboration, produced about 12 films. We love content creation. We love client development, so we can help folks from scratch develop their projects, TV shows, films, script writing, and so much more. Custom projects are also available. We get really creative with those. And we love youth media development. We've been able to develop some projects with some youth, and we're excited to go over one of those projects today. So Double Dekoi is one of the main projects we're doing this update for, because Double Dekoi may be filming in Chicago. And that's the big news, because we originally planned to film in Atlanta. However, because we had some investors from the Chicago area who want us to work with the youth in Chicago, we may be actually filming in Chicago. And that's great news, because that allows us to do a couple of things, which I'm going to talk about in my next slide. Double Dekoi is a nonprofit-backed film with a focus on social justice, youth media training, and international business. So anyone who's a part of this gets to understand how we're filming in Africa. About 90% of the film and 10% of the film gets, shot here in the US. We get to work together, present an international film, tour it all over the world, and maybe do some good for those who understand the point of using film to explain social justice. We are planning to use some youth media training in this film to be able to help the process of having young people understand how film works. And we're not just talking about the set, we're talking about everything from development, script writing, audition, up until selling and premiering the film. The red carpet, we're gonna have young people designing, working with us on the presentations, on the videos that we're gonna run that now, on the red carpet, on the backdrop. And that's important for young people, because they can get a chance to learn how to do their own films and develop them. And because of that, we wanted to make sure we did this double presentation together of Double Dekoi and The Maze. Double Dekoi, again, does not have a set date. We had planned originally to film June 8th of 2022. That date got moved because of these new updates that we have now that you're getting to see today in this presentation. Again, location may change. We are still gunning for Atlanta, but it may change to Chicago. And the event that it does, you will get an update ahead of time so you can make arrangements. And so we can work alongside with the team to make sure transportation, hotel, and those things are covered. Still making sure we're doing table reads for cast that are ready to do their part. As far as the cast go, no cast member, we're not changing any cast member. We're not re-auditioning. No cast member would be left behind. Every single person who's been casted already for this film who came through the audition will be a part of it in Chicago. If you're unable to come to Chicago, let us know ahead of time so we can work around your schedule to make sure that you're properly replaced. Not that we want to do so, but we hope everyone can come to Chicago if they know ahead of time about the changes we're making now, which is why we are doing this public presentation for Double Dekoi. The script is remaining the same, nothing's changing. If we have to move some sponsors into the project into the Chicago area, we will make sure that we make those updates in the script and present it to the crowd like we want to, for the product placement sponsors to be happy about the work that we're going to do. Youth media, again, the Mid-Michigan Youth Media Initiative, you're 4 hours away from Chicago. You can hop on a train, it's like $60 round trip to be there with us. Make sure, please, you guys hold all questions to the end if you have any, because again, youth, you guys are welcome to be a part of Double Dekoi. It's now easier to do Double Dekoi if we film in the Chicago area versus if you have to come all the way to Atlanta. So thank you again for staying tuned, working with me through my technical difficulties on the film Double Dekoi. Again, as I mentioned, it is the #1 audition film in the last 5 years in Nollywood. That's a big deal because Nollywood, according to the United Nations, is a gold mine. It's providing 1 million new jobs and millions of dollars yearly for those folks who are a part of it. And some big names are here that are going to be in the project that are signed on already. RMD, Shobowale, Terry Cummings here in the US, and Rodney Perry from Medea's House. If you guys have seen that show, he's already said yes to being a part of the show. So if you're in the US part, you get to meet him on set. We're going to go quickly into the film The Maze, which is our main youth media film. The Maze was set up to actually work with the youth when we're dealing with businesses locally that want to shed a light on their projects. So sometimes a business will come and hire Chichimovies and say they'd like to know a little bit more how to get involved with the community, how the crowd can get to know them. And instead of making them a regular ad, we make them a movie. We did it before with The Chase at Jackson's Underworld, where we got to tell a story in their location. And we're doing it again with The Maze. Challengers, which is an escape room in East Lansing. We shot a film there. It's going to have an animation experience. Let's check out the trailer real quick. We'll come and talk about the updates in that film next. Okay. Awesome. If you want to see a better version of that, just because it didn't play as well as we like it here, please log on to www.chichimovies.com. You will get a chance to see the trailer. It's actually on our social media page, Chichi_movies. We did optimize the video sharing today, and you guys watched me do it, and it still didn't play well. So sometimes Zoom messes with our minds, and we might need to find and create other new video player platforms that helps us to create these Zoom meetings and play videos very well. So the Maze update, the Maze Red Carpet premiere has two potential locations. One is a theater or a backyard. We met with the parents that own the backyard, and if you follow me on social media on my Facebook page, Chichi Styles, STYLXZ, you'll see a live video I did at their location last summer. It was awesome to actually be there because it's beautiful. They decorated this backyard, and I'm gunning for the backyard, but we're gonna let the public vote, theater or backyard. Let's talk about the pros and cons of having a theater or a backyard. For the movie theater, it gives you some of the pros are, it gives you a real movie theater feel. It's indoors. You're going to see the red carpet, you get the screen. Those things are sort of important for folks that want to see a movie at a movie theater. However, some of the cons involve a cost. Sometimes you pay for seats even if people are not there. There are restrictions. You can't go here, can't do this. You got to play, the video has to be 50 minutes and up, and there are many restrictions in a theater. And then it's not long enough as well because it's already a short film. We're going to do the behind the scenes, the making of, interview some kids, put it together, but it'll still be only like 30 minutes. So that's where we're concerned if that theater can actually work for us. But the other option, which I really like, is the backyard. The pros and cons of the backyard include, first of all, the pros, a different vibe. It's a whole, we're going to have candles, we're going to have some, hors d'oeuvres and food, red carpet still. It's controlled. We can do what we want in the backyard. The con is that the weather, right now in Michigan, it's late. It's about, 10 at night. It just got dark. So we don't want kids out late doing this movie premiere with us. We really want them to come out during the daytime to have this film viewed and watched. And that late showing could be a concern with parents who want their kids to be a part of our youth media showing. So again, the call to action is to visit www.chichimovies.com to continue to stay updated about the projects we have on Double Dekoi and The Maze, subscribe to this YouTube channel for new movies. Man, you're going to see some cool stuff we've got coming out with some Hollywood stars and Nollywood African stars that you probably want to watch. And look out for our emails for further updates from this presentation that will help you guys stay abreast of the films that are coming up. Thank you so much for joining me. Does anyone have any further questions for me before I escape the Zoom room like our escape film? Okay, no questions for me today. I thank you so much again for joining me. You guys have been amazing. I see you guys online. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. And thank you again. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.